Welcome back to Coffee Talk. Grab your coffee and let's talk.
Today, we're going to talk about, are you ready for retirement?
Yes, this is a good topic today because I think there's so many that's ready to retire and start enjoying their retirement and doing things they've been planning for a long time and saying, "Hey, let's start doing it."
So, we're going to talk about three things that
Yes.
maybe people don't talk about when
Yeah.
you're planning for retirement. The first thing is you need to keep in mind that not only do you prepare financially for retirement, but you have to prepare for your retired life.
Yes.
Because if your whole existence has been your career, and that's been your identity, then you're going to be lost
Yeah.
when you retire if you don't have a plan for your retirement.
It's kind of like a mental mind change, really, going from your career on your job to planning what kind of, and it really is a career in retirement. What things are you wanting to do? What things are you expecting to do? And you get that mindset going for retirement.
And so many people, they prepare the financial side,
Yeah.
but they don't even give a thought to what am I going to do when I retire.
Mm-hmm.
They just think, I was going to retire. And that's all well and good.
Yeah.
But some people, especially when they've had careers where they were very important and people looked to them and they had all the answers, and now you're in retirement, you're in your house.
It's a different ball game.
Nobody's asking you what to do. So you can feel lost if you don't have a plan. That's why we talked about prior to retirement, we were going to start a YouTube channel because we're both introverts. We both are homebodies. And we wanted to do something that was going to motivate us to get up, to get out, to do things, and not just to sit around the house. And so that's why we decided to start the YouTube channel. Yeah. So you might not do a YouTube channel, but what is it that you want to do? Yeah. It might be a hobby. I'm going to go fishing every day. That's great.
Yeah. You can volunteer, in your community. There's so many places, like nursing homes, there's hospitals, there's so many other libraries and stuff that would gladly use you as a volunteer in some way or another.
And so many people that have these powerful, high profile careers, they're not satisfied just retiring. Many people want to work a part-time job just because it gives them a sense of purpose. And if you are used to having that career that your whole life was motivated around, you may want to transition into retirement instead of just quitting one day, going to part-time, or if you do just retire, looking for something that you can do part-time that will give you that sense of purpose that you had prior to retirement. The second thing about retirement that not many people talk about really is you will be so surprised how fast your day goes. When we worked, we both got up at 4:30 a.m. and we were out of the house by 8 a.m. Yeah. And so our day seemed super long. Now we get up about 6. Yep. We just naturally wake up about that time. And it's by the time we have our coffee, we do our devotions, we do our morning walk. It's noon.
Kind of a routine thing for us, but
and so half the day's gone.
Yep.
So your day really does
go by quickly.
Yes, it
goes
gets
by very quickly.
You.
Next thing you know, it's like, well, it's past 6 o'clock. We better have our evening snack and get ready for bed.
But that's just something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
That when you start your day later and you don't go at a breakneck speed, like when we got up at 4:30, like we ran through the house
nonstop.
Like wildfire.
Yeah.
Trying to get up and get ready and get out the door. And our life is so much slower paced.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to rush around and do this or do that. We get up, we take our time, we have a slow pace.
Yes.
It's a lot less stressful, and we highly recommend
Yes, we
it.
do. Highly recommend it.
Better than a 4:30 a.m. alarm.
Wake up call. And one thing that you probably should realize that you don't have to have everything figured out before retirement. You'll find out that, once you get retired after a couple of weeks, you kind of fall into, like us, a routine of doing things. And then, you can be doing things at your time. You can make adjustments, and you can make your retirement your own. Change the areas that you want to change.
And I'm a scheduled kind of
Yes, you
person.
are.
When I worked, I had Fridays off. So on Friday, I knew what I was doing.
Yep.
I was doing laundry, I was cleaning the house, I was getting groceries.
Yep.
And usually paying bills. So I've had that routine. Well, you can kind of feel lost when you first retire because it's like, well, I don't have to do that today. I could do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, but you will end up falling into a pretty regular routine. We have our routine that we do about every day. And but some people, even after they retire, they may think they want to retire. They have looked so forward to it. But the bottom line is, there are some people who are just not happy if they are not working.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's okay. If you're one of those people that feel better when you have that routine of getting up, getting out of the house, and doing a little part time job or whatever, you can absolutely do that in retirement. And it still will be a lot less stressful than your job that you retired from.
Yeah.
If you have a part time job that you still have to get up and get ready and do things, you're doing it for your mental and physical health.
Yeah.
You're not doing it maybe because you have to make ends meet. And that makes all the difference in the world. If you're working because you want to, not because you have to.
Yeah. You'll find out that we found out anyway that we don't have to always clean the house every Friday. We don't have to always dust every Friday, run the vacuum. We just kind of put priorities a little bit different than it was before. It used to be every Friday we knew we had to get the sweeper out, the big old vacuum sweeper, and run the sweeper, dust, and sometimes mop the floor and all that. And you just kind of realize, hey, that looks pretty good. I think we'll wait till next week.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I'm my own worst enemy. I put the pressure on myself. Yeah. And I always thought, oh, this has to be done every week. You have to do it. You have to do it. And as we've gotten older, it's just like, you know what? So there's a little bit of dust on TV. Don't bother me none.
No.
No, we don't live in a filthy house. We don't.
But we don't get that many visitors, so it's just us pretty much.
And you just, I don't want to be a slave to my house.
No.
I want my house to be orderly. I want my house to be clean. But I don't want to be a slave to my house. And so if I get up and it's normally the day that I clean and it looks pretty good, it's like,
Yeah, we want to live in our house and enjoy our house.
So you might just want to relax yourself a little bit. I've relaxed my standards over the years. When our kids were little, of course, our house got messy. When they were little, 3 boys running around the house, it got dirty, it got messy.
Yep.
So it had to be done. Now there's Keith and I and our adult son that lives here. So things don't get messy.
Yep.
Things don't really get that dirty. So I have relaxed my schedule and it's okay. Yeah. I've just realized as I've gotten older, nobody's going to die because I didn't dust this week.
Yep.
And nobody probably will even care. If we had unexpected company come to our house, they would probably not even know that I didn't dust. So why am I putting that pressure on myself?
Yep.
So as you get older, you just, like he said, you learn what your priorities are. And we want to live in a clean, nice house, but yet we don't want to spend our whole waking hours
cleaning the house.
Cleaning, and we could, because there's dirt. You can find dirt anywhere. Anyway, so those are some things to think about.
Yes.
If you think you're ready to retire, those are just some things you can think about. If you have something you would like for us to talk about in a coffee talk, let us know in the comments. And please hit that like and subscribe. We'll see you next time on Retired and Loving It. If you would like to see more of our videos, click the video that just popped up on your screen.